Football team had a lot to play for today. First, it was a chance to redeem itself from a loss on the road last weekend to Utah State, a team Hawaii clearly should have beaten. Second, it was another step closer to a winning record, which in turn would put Hawaii a step closer to becoming bowl eligible, thus earning a spot in the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl. New Mexico State is also fighting for that very thing, and they came out firing. Second play of the game, Chase Holbrook hits Chris Williams, and he is gone. 84-yard touchdown, and just like that, it was 7-0, but Hawaii came right back. A 4.5-minute drive ending with Greg Alexander hitting Aaron Bain with a 17-yarder, and he just gets in. That tied it up at 7. Aggies regain the lead with another Holbrook and Williams connection, but the Warriors go on a bit of a run. 28 unanswered points, highlighted by Ryan Mouton's pick 6, taking the Chase Holbrook pass back 91 yards for the touchdown. Warriors with the 27-14 lead. Alexander finished the game 24 of 32, 288 yards and 2 touchdowns. One of them coming right here to Kealoha Pilares. It was 35-17 at the half. Alexander also had 34 yards rushing and a touchdown, and this 2-point conversion going airborne. In the third quarter, Aggies closed the gap with another big play. Holbrook hits Williams again for the third time in the game. This one, like the first touchdown of the game, a deep post, 83-yard touchdown this time, made it 37-24, but the Warriors get it back. Just before the third quarter came to a close, Daniel Libre punches it in again. His second of the game puts Hawaii up 42-24, the highest scoring output for the Warriors this season. Aggies punched another one in late, but inconsequential, as Hawaii wins a big one, 42-30 the final score. Getting back to 500 now in the season, and they are now 4-3 in the Western Athletic Conference. Warriors need just 2 more wins in the final 3 games of the season to earn a spot in the Hawaii Bowl, but that quest will have to wait a while. Hawaii is on a bye this week, so 2 weeks to prepare for Idaho and the home stretch. Idaho on the 22nd, Washington State the 29th, and Cincinnati in the finale on December.
The Warriors needed a win on the road today to keep their bowl dreams alive, but would they be able to contain the WAC's top offense? KGMB9's Mike Cherry joins us with the outcome.
Stacey, the Warriors' decision to ditch the quarterback by committee routine definitely paid off for Hawaii today. Coach Mack stuck with Greg Alexander from the get-go, and the junior did not disappoint, tossing a pair of touchdowns and running in another. This one to Aaron Bain in the first accounted for 7 of Hawaii's 35 first-half points. Alexander did get dinged up, but in the fourth, but he did finish the game. And as for the Aggies' top-ranked passing game, defensive back Ryan Mouton helped alleviate its scoring punch by returning an interception 91 yards for the touchdown as Hawaii rolled on the road 42-30. Now, coming up later in sports, we'll have much more video from today's game. Plus, one of the undefeated teams in the top 3 of college football goes down. Stick around to find out who. For KGB9 News, I'm Mike Cherry.
All right, thank you, Mike. And
for those UH football fans who have been anxiously awaiting for the Warriors to find their scoring punch, your prayers were answered today with a season-high performance against New Mexico State. To Aggie Stadium we go. Chase Holbrook came in as the engineer for the WAC's top passing offense, and he showed why. Some misdirection freezes the Hawaii D, and on just the second play of the game, he finds Chris Williams for an 84-yard touchdown. New Mexico State led 7-0. But Coach Mack tells Greg Alexander, just do what you do, baby. And he does. On Hawaii's ensuing drive, he pegs Aaron Bain, who bounces off defenders and goes in for the score, and we are tied at 7. But the first half was loaded with trips for 6. Still in the first quarter, and Holbrook has plenty of time to hit Williams again. He had 7 catches for 221 yards and 3 touchdowns. But UH's offense looked like the 2007 version. Alexander gives it to Libre for one of his 2 rushing touchdowns on the day, and we are knotted at 14. In the second quarter, UH up by 7. Better make that 14. Ryan Mouton picks off Chase Holbrook, and 91 yards later, he is in the land of 6. It's the 3rd longest return in UH history, and Hawaii's first interception return for a touchdown, oddly, since last year's game against New Mexico State. But the scoring did not stop there. With 1 minute to go in the second, Kealoha Pilares is going to haul this one in from 6 yards out as Hawaii takes a 35-17 lead into the half and rolls over New Mexico State 42-30. The Warriors now need to win 2 of their final 3 games to become eligible for the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl in December.
The Hawaii football team is wrapping up their longest road trip of the season.
After a disappointing loss last week at Utah State, the Warriors look to get back on track against New Mexico State today. KHNL News 8's Brian Ojima joins us live with the highlights.
Well, Paul, the Warriors need to win 3 of their final 4 games to qualify for the Hawaii Bowl. Now, UH has struggled on the road, going just 1-4 this season, but they're looking to break that streak today against the Aggies. Hawaii trailing 7-0 in the first inside the red zone. Greg Alexander over the middle to Aaron Baines, 17 yards on the touchdown. We're all tied at 7. Under 4 to play in the first. Hawaii ties the game again. Daniel Libre inside outside, 4 yards for the score. Just like that, we're all tied at 14. The Warriors take the lead to begin the second. Greg Alexander with the quarterback sneak. Hawaii takes a 21-14 lead. Then the play of the game. Ryan Mouton with the interception off the hands of A.J. Harris, and he's gone. Check out the wall of green jerseys in front of him. He's off to the races, 91 yards for the score. It ties the longest play of the year for the Warriors. Extra point, no good. Hawaii takes a 27-14 lead. Then right before the half, Hawaii adds to the lead. Alexander to Kealoha Polaris. 2-point conversion is good. Hawaii takes a 35-17 lead at the half. Daniel Libre scores his second touchdown of the game late in the third as the Warriors go on to beat the Aggies 42-30. They now improve to 5-5 overall and 4-3 in conference play. Now up next for the Warriors, they have a bye next weekend before returning to action on November 22nd against Idaho. The good news, Hawaii plays their final 3 games at home.
Football team on the road for the final time this season, taking on the Aggies of New Mexico State, and this game was moving. 2 teams combined for 35 points in the first 16 minutes of the first quarter. Running game for Hawaii solid. Team combined for 147 yards on the ground, with senior running back Daniel Libre leading the way, 13 carries for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. How's it going, everybody? Coming off of a disappointing loss to Utah State last week, Warriors back to 500 on the season after improving to 5-0 all-time against New Mexico State. Hawaii junior quarterback Greg Alexander picked up his first career victory as a starter today, putting together the best performance of the season for a Warrior QB, going 26-32 for 288 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and no turnovers. 6'5" California native also added 37 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. And check out the kamikaze dive into the end zone on a 2-point conversion try in the first half. Sophomore Kealoha Polaris good for 109 yards of offense with 1 score. And the Warrior defense, despite giving up 394 yards passing to the top-rated aerial attack in the WAC, forced Chase Holbrook to throw 2 interceptions, including that pick by Ryan Mouton, returned 91 yards for a touchdown. Warriors leave Las Cruces with a 42-30 victory. UH improves to 5-5 on the season, 4-3 in conference. Greg Salas, 7 catches, 91 yards. Solomon Elamimian led the way on defense with 10 tackles. Warriors now get a bye week, then finish the regular season with 3 straight at home, starting with Idaho in 2 weeks. UH must win 2 of their final 3 to earn a spot in the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl.